Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying all of the new products that I bought from the By Mario makeup line. I'm going to use a couple old products as well, like the eyeshadows, but I am really trying to focus on these new products. I did film this already, guys, and it did not record. I don't know what happened. I guess I didn't push the record button here on my computer. So I was really bummed out about that because I wanted to show you guys these beautiful products. And today I'm doing it again. I'm super excited to use them for you guys today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I did prep my skin. I used the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer for my face, and then I used the Mario Master Prep and Set Eye Primer for my eyes. So I've already done that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Master Mattes palette. I've used this palette on my channel before, so we're not gonna do anything too crazy today, but I do want to go ahead and use this palette since we're using mostly Makeup by Mario products. Just gonna go in with this shade right here. I'm just going to place that in the crease. I do want to take this shade right here. I'm going to put this in the crease as well, but I'm going to be a little bit more defined with it. I'm going to just keep it into the crease. Then I'm going to go in with the Master Metallics palette. I'm going to go into this shade right here at the bottom, and I'm just going to press that onto the lid. Then I'm going to take this shade right here. I'm going to put that on the center of the lid. Then I'm going to go into this shade right here in the Master Mattes palette. I'm just going to put that on the outer corner, a little bit in the crease, just kind of blending it into the crease. I'm going to go in with the Born This Way matte foundation, and this is in the shade Sand. And I'm just going to press this into the skin. And I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, guys, because I really want to get into those other products. Now I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with my concealer. This is the Maybelline Eraser Concealer in Medium. I'm using this little e.l.f. sponge. So now that I have my foundation on and my concealer and all that good stuff, I'm not going to go in with powder just yet. I am going to put on the Buxom Plump Shot. I have been loving this stuff. It's so good. It really plumps up my lips, and I just put like a thin layer, and you guys will see. So right now they're not real plumped up. You guys are going to see that this really does work. It doesn't really look like much on the lips, but in a minute it's going to start getting a little red, a little more plumpy. It does have that stinging sensation, but it's not anything that I think you can't handle. So let's go ahead and get started with the cream products. I am going to go in with the Mario Medium Cream Bronzer Stick, and this is what it looks like. Now, what I did initially is use this with a brush, so I'm going to use it with a brush again. I'm just using this Pro Featherweight Complexion Brush by Sephora. So I'm going to just rub my brush all over the product, and then I'm just going to kind of stipple it on the cheek. I like the way this goes on with the brush. It just looks really beautiful and glowy. You guys are going to see how gorgeous this cream bronzer is. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. I saw Taylor Elizabeth use her bronzing stick on her channel before I did this video, or before I filmed it the first time, and her bronzer looked so beautiful on her skin. I told her, I said, you know what, I'm so glad she showed that, because when I saw it on her skin, I was super excited to try mine. And if you guys don't know who Taylor Elizabeth is, I am going to link her channel down below. So I'm going in with some major cream bronzer, and then I'm going to put some on my chin and kind of bring it down. Gosh, I just love the way this bronzer is. The consistency of this cream bronzer is amazing. It's not super emollient, it's not super dry, it's easy to work with. So I'm really loving the formula of that. So let's go ahead and get started with the next product. The next product is going to be obviously a cream blush. I have tried Earthy Pink in these cream blushes, but I haven't tried Raspberry or Plumberry. So today, I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and go in with Raspberry, because I haven't tried that one before. Now, it does have a brush, and there is a brush with the cream bronzer as well, but I went ahead and used this bronzer because I feel like I need a little bit more, I don't know, like fluffiness when I put on a cream bronzer. But for the blush, I am gonna go in with its brush. How I like to use this product is I like to warm it up on the back of my hand like that, and then I get the brush and I press it onto the product and I press it onto my skin. It does distribute the product really nicely. Now, normally with cream blushes, I do like a fluffier brush, somewhat like this. But when I tried this, it does work really well with it. I haven't tried a fluffy brush with the cream blushes, but I'm sure it's gonna work well because these are super creamy, easy to apply. And like I said, they're super blendable. I'm just putting some on the front of my cheeks. Doesn't that look really gorgeous? I love it. Now it does look like a lot, but I will tone it down with powder, guys. I still got a long ways to go. I still have to put powder on to set everything. So I will go in with powder in just a minute. I really like to start off with a good amount of cream blush because I know I can tone it down and it's not gonna fade the color for me. The powder just makes it look a little bit softer. So yeah, so I know it looks like a lot, but we are going to tone it down. Now that we've got the cream products on, I do wanna powder my face and I'm going to set everything, and I'm using my one size powder. I'm just going to set all of that blush and then set all of the bronzer with this powder. Another thing I like to do is go in with my one size powder in medium 4G. This is the pressed powder. This one of course has a little more coverage, and I just like to go on top of my cheeks with that. Just like that. So I just wanted to show you guys how the cream products would go on, how the bronzer went on, and how the blush went on. But I'm still gonna go into the powder products that I purchased, and I'm definitely gonna go in with this medium bronzer. So this is what the bronzer looks like. Really beautiful shade. I already used this a few times, even after I filmed that first video. So I know that I really love the shade of this. It's just really buttery and very creamy. Goes on really nice. So I'm just going to go over that blush with this. Normally I would not do this. Normally I would put on my powder and call it a day, but I do want to show you guys how beautiful this is. And isn't that beautiful? You can see it right here more so than you can on the cheeks, but it's such a gorgeous shade. So I am going to go in with highlighter. I have used both the honey and the golden highlighter. So this is golden and this is honey. Now they're super glowy on the skin. Today what I think I'm going to do is go in with golden. Golden's more of like a champagne gold, and basically I'll just use my Anastasia brush, the A23. And you don't need a lot of this because you're going to see right now how highlighted and glowy this is. Look at that. Wow. I love it. I haven't worn highlighter in a really long time. I mean, I do it on camera, but I really don't wear a lot of highlighter like out. But man, this is gorgeous. It just kind of has that wet look to it. Just super beautiful. I'm just gonna go on the nose, tops of the forehead. When I filmed this the first time, guys, I was in complete awe with these because they're so gorgeous on the skin. So for the last product, these are the Mario Soft Pop Powder Blushes. Of course, I've got different shades. I've got Creamy Peach, Desert Rose, and Poppy Pink. I think I'm gonna go in with Desert Rose, kind of just right here on the cheeks. But this is the shade. Now, it doesn't look like much in there, but honestly, guys, it comes off on the cheeks really beautifully. Once you place it on the cheeks, it is pigmented and you can build it up. It's very beautiful. So I'm gonna go back into the Master Mattes palette. I'm gonna use this shade right here. I'm gonna run that on the bottom lash line. Oh, you know what? I forgot to set my under eyes. Let me set my under eyes really quickly. I'm gonna use this banana powder by Ofra. I used this powder in a video and I've been loving it. I went ahead and pulled it back out and started using it again. Now I'm going to go in with the Master Mattes palette, and I'm using that shade right there. And I'm just going to run that on my bottom lash line, connecting it to the corner of the top lid. I've been into like bronzy eyes, and I've been loving a lot of these palettes that have those bronze tones in them. Okay, so look at my lips. So see, they're a little bit more plump. They're not like extremely big, but they're a little more plump. And you can tell there's like a little redness around them. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, but I love that product. See, my lips are like a little bit red. So I'm going to go in with this Huda Beauty lip pencil. This is in Sandy Beige. I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Lipstick and Angel. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes. All right guys, I'm gonna go off camera, put my lashes on, and then I'll come back and go over these products just a little bit more. So I will see you guys in a few minutes. All right guys, we're gonna go over these products really quickly. Like I said, I filmed this before, so I'm just gonna let you know why I like each product. So let's start with the cream products. The bronzer has to be one of my favorite bronzers that I've tried in a long time as far as cream bronzers. That bronzer just goes on so beautifully on the skin. You guys saw how it was easy to blend. It went into the skin very well. It didn't look splotchy. It didn't look gray. It just had a beautiful bronze tone to it. So that bronzer is definitely going to be one that I'm going to be using for quite a long time. And then for the blushes, they're so pigmented, guys. They're so creamy and they just blend so smoothly. I love the way the blushes go on with the brush that actually comes with the product. I haven't tried it with my normal fluffy brush, but I'm sure that it would blend well with this as well. Any of the cream products that are from the By Mario line are a good product to start off with because those products blend very well. They don't skip on the skin. They blend into the skin, and I really do love every single one of them. And then for the powder blushes, the one I used today was Desert Rose. I think it went on beautifully on powder and over all the products that I had put on my skin. It is slightly lighter, so if you have darker skin than me, I probably would say not to buy the Desert Rose because I don't think it's going to show up on darker skin tones than me. It just adds just a little bit of color to the skin. For the powdered bronzer, that is another favorite of mine. I love the tone of it. I think it went on beautifully on the skin as well. So for the highlighters, those are very impressive to me. They don't look like they're actually sitting on the skin. They actually look like they melt into the skin and it's like a glow from within. It is very glowy, but it doesn't look like one of those harsh highlighters, you know, like you see where it's like a streak. It just kind of blends well with all the makeup and it just looks really beautiful on the skin and it gives very beautiful highlighted glow. So every single product that I bought from the By Mario line, I have absolutely fallen in love with. I think that his products are outstanding. I didn't have any issues with them. Everything worked well for me. So I'm so glad that I could redo this video for you guys and show you guys how I applied these products and what I liked about each product. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.